नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा।
Hello kids. Yes, we are back in our science lecture and now we are at the end of our chapter number 10, measurement. So now let us finish the chapter. Okay, so words to know, some important words whose meaning you should know. So the first word is measurement. Okay, what is measurement? It is the method by which we can calculate the time and also find out the size or amount of something. So we are measuring time or size or amount of a thing. That is known as measurement. Now what is time? Time is the measurement of the interval between two events. So whenever two events takes place, we measure the interval between the two events which is happening. So that is known as time. What is unit? A unit is a fixed quantity that is used as a standard for measuring things. So like if we are measuring sugar, so how much sugar we want? 1 kg, 5 kgs, 10 kgs. So kg is a fixed unit so that we may measure the quantity in a fixed amount. So all the measurements have different units. And the last one is mass. Heaviness of an object. Mass is to find out how heavy the object is. Okay, now let us recall the chapter. So, in early days, people used hand span, cubit, and foot span for measuring things. Yes, we have seen that in early days, they use the hands and foot to measure things. Then we measure time in hours, minutes and seconds. Yes, we have learnt about how we can measure the time. So the three units of time is hours, minutes and seconds. Third is to measure length, width and height. We need to find out the distance between 2 points or 2 ends of an object. Yes, so we will measure whenever an object is given, we can measure the length, width and height of the object. Then kilometer is a bigger unit for measuring long distance. Yes, like we go from our home to the school, so we measure it in kilometers. Yes, so it is a long distance. We use milligram, grams and kilograms to find out how heavy or light the object is. Yes, so kilogram, grams and milligrams are the unit for mass to measure how heavy or light the object is. Then certain things like water, milk and oil are measured in liters and milliliters. Yes, we have seen that we use our measuring cylinders to measure liquid. Yes? Okay. Now let us move further to our short question and answers. First is, name 3 ways by which people measure things during early times. Yes, we know that they use their hand span, cubit and foot span for measuring things. Okay, then what is a unit? So unit is a fixed quantity for the standard measuring. Okay, then the third question is, name the unit of measuring a small quantity and a large quantity of each of the following. Okay, so we have to write down the biggest quantity and the smallest quantity. So for time, we use second. Second is the smallest one and hour is the big one. Then for length, the small one is millimeter and the big one is kilometer. Same for mass, gram is small and kilogram is bigger unit. Okay, in which unit is our body temperature measured? We have seen this in, yes, this is our body temperature is measured in degrees Celsius and degree Fahrenheit. We have done this in Did You Know? Yes? Okay. Let us move further to our long question and answers. So our first question is, why is it important to have a unit for measurement? Yes, we have seen that we are having different units. But why is it important? Let us see. It is important to be accurate while measuring things. Therefore, to ensure that something is measured accurately, we use a unit. What is accurately? Accurately means perfectly. Whenever we have to measure our height, we want that our height and weight should come perfectly. Yes, accurate. So, for that purpose, to measure the things accurately, we use units. Okay, now the second question is, what is length? What is the difference between length and height? Name different units for measuring length and height. Okay, so we measure length of an object to know how long the object is. Yes, how long the object is, we will measure the length. But how tall the object is, to know how tall the object is, we will measure the height. And the units are millimeters, centimeters, or inches. Okay, now how do we find out whether an object is heavy or light? Name a unit used for measuring the amount of milk in a container. Milk is liquid. Yes, okay. So now first we will answer the first question. We measure the mass of an object to find out if the object is heavier or lighter. Yes, if we have to find out that the object is heavy or light, we measure the mass. Yes, and we use physical balance for that. Now our second question is, what is the unit for measuring milk? So milk is liquid. So we use liter or milliliter for measuring milk. Okay children, bye bye.